If I had to edit videos in Premiere Pro from absolute zero, I wouldn't spend hours removing silences manually, and I wouldn't waste time saving images to my folders to then drag into the timeline. Instead, I'd install these 7 plugins from the day one. These are tools that fits the most annoying parts of Premiere Pro, and in this video I am going to break down which plugins they are, what they do, and why you need them, starting with the one that saved me the most time. So the 7 Premiere Pro plugins you need to edit faster in 2026. So first up, AutoCut. It's basically a suite of 10 different AI-powered features that live directly inside Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve. Each one automates a specific part of the editing process that would normally take hours. So let me show you the ones I like the most. So here I have a Premiere Pro project of one of my videos, how to start editing if I was a beginner. And this is the raw footage, okay? It's like 21 minutes in total. So I will go to Help, Extensions, AutoCut. Here basically, I have the homepage with all the features. This is the 10 features I was talking about. And the 3 best ones for me were AutoCut Repeat. It asks us to choose a track where the audio is located. Here I am going to select the entire timeline. Basically, this feature allows us to cut all the repetitions, and it starts rendering, transcribing, and coding all the footage. In the past, go to basically text, transcript, and code all of this. But this is the thing, you end up with a lot of repetitions. For example, if I had to start with video editing again today, I repeated that like 17 times. I want to select and erase all the other ones manually. But here, what you can do is do it automatically. So here it's detected like 17 if I had to start video editing. So it's already automated, okay? So end up with only if I had to start video editing, and all the other ones, it already delete them, okay? So all the repetitions are absolutely gone. Then auto viral. So I use this a lot with clients that had events and maybe they want 10 clips of the event for Instagram, TikTok, and short form basically. So basically we select the track and the entire timeline. Here I will put English, viral clip length, and here we have a little prompt. This is the default. I am going to put it all on default, and it will start to search the viral clips, the fonts on the video, and yeah, that's basically it. And it's basically the ones that he thinks are the best for the most potential virality, and rates them on the scale to 0 to 100. So it's basically done. Here we have 5 clips in this case, and then if I want all of them, I can generate the 5 final clips, and the final clips will be saved into a sequence. So this is a feature I used a lot. Then auto podcast. This is basically a feature that allows you to edit an entire podcast with only one click. Multicam, audio, everything. Everything is done for you. Here I have a podcast I made to interview Jose Zarate in my university, and I want to show you how this feature actually works. Basically here we select the tracks. I am using the A1 and A2, the entire timeline. We validate the sections, and we have presets, the speakers, the cameras. One thing I really like is the priority option. You can set priorities both per speaker and per camera. So for example, if you want the main camera to always take priority when the host is speaking, you set that right here. And if you scroll down, you can see all the other settings available too. So I will put entrevistadores and track A2 Jose Zarate. Camera, here the track A1 entrevistadores, and on track B2 Jose Zarate with high priority. It will start first rendering, transcribing everything, and it will start to do cuts on the timeline by itself, and it will turn on and off different cams and audios.
Yo contraté a uno muy bueno. Yo no soy el mejor exportador ni manejo los mejores contactos con las empresas chinas que producen productos de exportación. Yo no soy bueno en eso, ni siquiera los conocía. Contraté a los mejores. Yo no soy bueno en logística, contraté a los mejores. No soy bueno en finanzas, contraté al mejor. Pero ¿sabes qué soy bueno? Hago que todos estos genios puedan trabajar en conjunto.
But yeah, that's basically the features that save me the most amount of time and the ones I've been using the most for the last weeks. Talking about the rest, AutoCut silences cut all the silences on the video, pauses, etc. Auto captions. This one is insane. It generates animated captions automatically, synced perfectly to your audio. And here's the thing, there are 1000 presets available. So you are not just getting generic subtitles, you are getting fully designed animated captions that look like they took hours to make. You literally just pick a preset, hit generate, and they drop straight into your timeline. Beyond those, AutoCAD actually includes 10 complementary AI features in total, all designed to automate the most time-consuming parts of the editing, so you can stop doing repetitive work and focus on the actual storytelling and creativity of the videos. All the 3 essential features I showed you at the start will save you hours on every single project. And the best part, you can try all of them for free for 40 days. There is no credit card required, and you can access a tool on the first link on the description. I tried this tool for the past weeks and it's insane. Thank you AutoCAD for sponsoring this video. So the next one is Epidemic Sound. This is a music and sound effects very well known library inside Premiere. So what you will be doing until now, go to epidemicsound.com, download the sound effect or the music you want to use, go to your folders, and then go into Premiere to import it. What you can do with the Epidemic Sound, it's a single folder you have inside Premiere, and basically it looks like this. So here you have basically the page of Epidemic Sound right here, and you have all of the library of sound effects, and here we have a lot. And what you can do is to select this one and drag it into the timeline. And that's basically it. You don't have to download everything, because when you drag a sound effect, a music, etc. into a timeline, it downloads automatically. Here you can also download, and here you can add into a playlist. You can import the timeline into a playhead that is currently here. Also you can find similar, and basically you have all the features included into here. You can also generate voices. It goes for a subscription. I think it goes for $15 per month, and this is an essential tool for your Premiere Pro workflow. Then third, Arrow. This is from a page called Knights of the Editing Table. That is basically a page where you have a lot of plugins, paid and free. This one is free, and what it does, it's basically copying and pasting very easy. You can copy directly an image from Google, go into Premiere and import it directly, okay? You don't have to save the image, go into the folder and drag it directly into the timeline. It's like Epidemic Sound, but for images and a lot of resources into the internet. This saves a lot of time and wasted minutes during your editing. It's because it's here, and this is a time saver by a lot. These plugins are basically 4 or 3 buttons, and I absolutely recommend it. Then we have Smoothify, that basically is also a free plugin. This basically what does, it's a one-click smooth keyframe animation. You don't have to go into the keyframes and put it manually. It's only one click, and it's very customizable and very intuitive to use. There is also a lot of presets included with Smoothify. It's free, and you don't have to manually go into the keyframes and put it a little click, because if you pass it, the whole keyframe is ruined, and start wrestling with the keyframes on Premiere. This basically, it's a one click. Smoothify is actually part of Ninkel.io, which offers several other free extensions for creators and editors. So definitely check out their website too. Here we have Smoothify and other ones, and they are totally free. The next one is Excalibur. To put it into simple terms, it's like a Spotlight or Alfred for the Mac, but for Premiere Pro. Basically, you press a shortcut or a hotkey, type the effect or the thing that you want, put enter, and it's applied instantly. So if you want to put an effect, for example, on your presets, like here, and you want to put cinematic to strip, this preset right here, you can press the hotkey type to strip, but enter, it's going to be applied automatically. So you don't have to drag and go into the folder and drag the LUT, and then it's going to apply. You can do it with basically your keyboard, okay? This is very handy for these types of situations. This tool is paid. I think it's one-time payment of 120 bucks, but yeah, it's very useful. Then Shifter 3. Basically what this does, I don't know if you saw these subtitles or captions into Reels, etc., that put text on sequence, and all the text have to put into sequence, or you have to do like a stir on your sequence manually and cut and everything. I will put it on the screen so you can understand me. But this basically is an auto stayer layers on the timeline. This puts a custom easing per layer, and it's perfect for subtitle sequences on the timeline. It eliminates all the manual offsetting that you have to do in the timeline. And then you have the last one. This is the heat fields Adobe plugin. These are basically 5 AI tools inside Premiere Pro. You can reframe with the smart subject tracking. You can remove the background with any green screen. You can upscale footage to 4K to 8K. And you can draw and edit and prompt, and that way you can edit your video. Okay, so here basically you have all of them. Here are my last test generations. And here we have the apps, the features, or the plugins inside Heatfield. So this was all the tools I wanted to show you. It's your time to, as always, take a screenshot of the diagram. I hope you use AutoCut and the other tools I mentioned. These are the only tools that you need. They are like 48 plugins out there of Premiere, but these ones I researched hours on what the best plugins are for Premiere, and this is all you need. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.